Hey guys, it's Sydney and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips on how to have a successful YouTube channel. And first I'm going to start off by saying I'm not saying that I am the most successful YouTuber out there. That's definitely not true. My current subscriber count is right now 16,826. I would say that I have convinced over 16,000 people to click on my channel and have them interested enough to want to watch my videos every time I upload. I would say that I have a few tips and advice for either new YouTubers, people who need a little extra motivation for their channel or are just struggling with how to improve their channel. I just wanted to share this information with you guys because I've gotten a ton of questions over the past 2.5 years that I've been doing this about any advice that I may have for setting up camera, content, anything like that. Anything that has to do with making a YouTube video. So I'm here to answer those questions and to hopefully help you guys out. Also, before I get started, don't forget to check out the description box down below for more information such as parts of this video, finding me on social media such as Instagram, go follow me on there. Also, don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you're not already, so let's get started. I have my little notes here. First thing is equipment. What anyone's gonna need to start making a YouTube video is a camera, whether that be on your phone or you go out and buy a DSLR or any kind of camera you can get your hands on. It could be a webcam on your computer or it could be like a handheld. Everyone has a bunch of options for these. I personally right now am using the Nikon 1J1, which I'll show you right here. I asked for this camera for Christmas just because I read a lot of reviews on it and I heard it was really good, and I wasn't really as educated with the DSLRs, and so I felt that like this was a good starting camera. That is the camera that I'm using right now. Anything will do. Obviously it would make the most sense to get as good as quality as you can. I feel like it makes more sense to work your way up than to just splurge on a big camera and not know what you're doing. That's one of my tips. And honestly, you can make really great quality videos just on a phone or on a webcam. That's what I started out using. It wasn't the best quality, but it really worked for me, so that's what I used. And also another piece of equipment that is helpful is a tripod. I've tried to deal with balancing my camera on books and several other things in my room, and that just doesn't work out as great. So that is something that I would recommend. Tripods are around like $20 to $40. You can find some cheap ones on Amazon, so I would definitely recommend that. Next off, we have lighting. Currently what I'm using two umbrella studio lights, and I also got these when I asked for my camera for Christmas, and I'm really grateful for these because they help me so much. Basically, my best advice is to either get studio lights if you have them, or just DIY and use like a lamp around your room. I also started out using a lamp, and you can change the bulb if you want more of a warmer tone of light or cooler. These lights are kind of more cool toned, which I think is fine. I think my best tip is if you can use natural light, because I feel like the quality just looks so much better if you sit in front of a window, so it's not harsh light, so it's not as direct, but there's still some sun coming through. I wish I could do that, but I have trees in front of my window, so I don't get a ton of sun in this room, so that's why I asked for the studio lights. But yeah, good lighting is key for making a great YouTube video, because no one's gonna want to watch a video where you can't really see what's going on. It's kind of fuzzy and grainy, especially with a bunch of the competition now on YouTube. You want to be able to present your video in as clear quality as you can, so good lighting is definitely a big key. Seriously, I feel like I never have a good hair day when I'm filming a video. Next is setup, and I just rearranged my room a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago. This is my new setup. This is my first time doing this setup, and I actually really like it as of right now, as I can see. My biggest tip is to make it interesting, make it as colorful. Personally, I really like to make it like colorful and super bright, and something that just represents me. So I'm in my room right now, so that kind of represents me, and just having like some of my things in the background. Oh, I was gonna light a candle and I totally forgot to do that, dang. Anyway, I was gonna do that, but I think it's a lot more interesting instead of filming in front of a blank wall. If you want to do that, that's fine. A lot of YouTubers do that, which I think is totally cool. Whatever you want or what fits your best interest. I just like something a little more interesting to look at. So, and if you don't have the best space in your room, like if it's cluttered or if you just don't want to film in your room, outside is always a great place, and then you don't really have to worry about lighting. Outside's awesome too. So next, moving on to the actual content of your YouTube video, I would suggest having an idea of what you want to be filming, which is pretty obvious. I don't know why I just said that, but that was pretty obvious. Either doing something super creative, helpful, a DIY, skit, comedy, do vlogs, just having some content that people are actually gonna go search and watch and maybe find helpful, maybe more popular videos that people are gonna be searching for. I think the biggest thing in making a YouTube video is trying to figure out how to make it stand out from other people so people are gonna want to click yours. My biggest suggestion is to first of all make the thumbnail bright and colorful and something interesting so people are going to want to click on the video and watch. My biggest tip for that is to go to PicMonkey.com, and not sponsored by them. I just use PicMonkey for all my thumbnails. I'll link it down below so it's easy for you guys to find. With our head in the clouds. Making your video stand out from everyone else's is just a really great thing, whether it's from how you do your editing or if you say a certain catchphrase during your video, maybe the personality that you have in your content, maybe you're always talking about a certain subject. Whatever it is, just make it different from everyone else. Try to do your own spin on it, which is kind of hard, but once you think about something and make it your own and creative, it's gonna turn into something big. So, and that's kind of hard when you start a YouTube channel because there is so much competition and you're gonna feel like your video just doesn't compare to everyone else's, but trust me, if you keep motivated, it will turn into something. I used to be like, ooh, I just cringe at my old videos because they're no bueno, but you'll get there. So after you're done finishing your amazing YouTube video, you are probably going to want to edit it. Currently what I use is iMovie off of my iMac. I haven't always used that. I actually started out using my family Windows computer and I use Windows Movie Maker, which did the job, but I prefer iMovie just because I feel like the fonts and all the editing software on it is up to date and I feel like it's a lot easier to use. So that's personally what I use, and I just think it's really easy to get around and figure it out. I just taught myself how to use it and it took me a while to figure it out, but I finally got into the habit of editing my own videos and finding music to go with it and just kind of putting my own spin on it. Then once you kind of gain an audience, around that time you might be thinking about buying a better software like Final Cut Pro or Final Cut Pro X, and those are a few $100s, and personally I haven't bought those yet just because I don't have a few $100s to spend on an editing system when this one is working fine for me. I feel like that's for people who really want to up their game and stand out from other people, so that's something you could be thinking about. But just as like a basic editing system, I think iMovie comes on the MacBooks nowadays, so that makes it like easy and convenient for you to get that. I make my editing, I try to be just like really simple, just because I'm not too advanced with editing. Or if you know how to do like crazy effects and stuff, go for it, make it fun, just do your thing. It's your channel and your videos and no one is telling you what to do. Honestly, just make it however you want it to go because that is what makes it fun and interesting. So now that you have this beautiful video that's all edited to the 9 and you're ready to upload it, you have to think about scheduling. Personally, what I did is at the beginning of my YouTube, I was like, okay, I'm gonna upload a video every single week and I'm gonna make it, I think I said I was gonna upload like every Saturday. I think that's what I said. I don't even remember. But I ditched that idea after I started to not film a video, and then Friday I realized, oh shoot, I have to get a video up tomorrow, and so it would just turn out really crappy and not my best work, and I would just upload because I told my subscribers I was gonna have a video up by Saturday or whenever it was, and I ditched that idea because it was just not working out for me. For some people, that would work out really well to tell their subscribers, okay, I'm gonna have a video up every Saturday, so look forward to that. That just personally didn't work out for me because I was either busy or just couldn't manage my time that great. What I'm doing right now is I don't schedule my videos. When I have time, I will make a video and I won't upload it unless I'm really proud of it. That's kind of what I'm going off of right now, is that I don't want to upload a video unless I'm actually proud of it, because I do have a bigger audience and I want to put out quality content. I think it's more quality over quantity, and even though people might say, why didn't you upload on Saturday? You missed like this week's video, but I feel like in the long run people are going to want to watch more quality videos than having like 100 really crappy videos than like 10 really good ones. What I do is I upload my video to YouTube, but I put it on private, and then I make my thumbnail and then do my description box, and then I watch it one more time to make sure it's okay, and then I put it on public. That's just what I do. It makes it really easy and manageable, so yeah. And then the final tip that I have for you guys is to ask yourself, why are you making these YouTube videos? I make YouTube videos because I think it's super fun, a really fun hobby that I like to do, and I like making videos and maybe helping people. I'm interested in makeup and the fashion and lifestyle. I would just ask yourself, like, am I doing this because I actually want to and it's a fun thing for me to do, or am I doing it because I want the money? Because people who do YouTube because they want the money, first of all, your videos probably aren't going to be that great because you're going to try to just like upload anything you can, so you'll luckily like have like a few people that watch it and you get like a few dollars off some videos. I don't even get paid for making YouTube videos. I'm not getting paid, I'm not partnered, I'm not sponsored, I don't monetize my videos. I don't have any of that. I just do YouTube right now because I think it's so fun and I love interacting with you guys and seeing your comments and your feedback. And I just think that these videos will be really fun for me to look back on and just like see me growing and maturing, and so that's why I do it. So make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. You're motivated enough to do this because it's a fun hobby for you. This can become a full-time job. So many people are using YouTube now as a full-time job, which I think is awesome and great, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's the most important thing for people to understand if they're going to get into this sort of thing. Basically, those were all the tips that I had for you. If you have any more questions or want me to do a part 2 to this video on anything else that you're curious about, please leave them in the comments below and I will maybe have a part 2 to this. If you liked this video or found it helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any video requests, please also leave those in the comments below. And that's about it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!